Just kinda how it turned out to be. Porus.
Alexander founded many cities that bore his name. This one he named Alexandria Escate, meaning the furthest. Here, on the edge of the known world, beset by foes and vexed by the barren landscape, Alexander raised his improbable city, an attestation that every last parasang of the Persian Empire was his to order. Yet beyond the borders of the empire he had just conquered, there were lands vaster and richer than even the sprawling Persian realm. India, a place little understood by the Greeks, who traded tales of a land where giant ants dug for gold in the rich hillsides, where rivers of honey flowed from rocks, where men lived 100 or even 200 years, untroubled by pains. They spoke of men with one giant foot, with which they sheltered themselves from the sun. Men with the heads of dogs, and men with no heads at all, who had their faces in their chests.
Yes.
I shall let you decide the veracity of these stories for yourself.
Exactly like the India today.
In one respect, though, the land of the 5 rivers was much like anywhere else. It was endlessly contested by rival kings. On one side of the river Hydaspes lay the realm of Takshila, ruled by the young king Ambi, who had recently gained the throne after his father was murdered. On the other side of the Hydaspes, another king ruled, Horus, the man who had recently murdered Ambi's father. This being as good a pretext as any for another round of fighting, the 2 kings gathered their armies, made extravagant promises to their mercenaries, and prepared to wage war.
Ambi! You march into my lands, build a nest to hide yourself in, then send others to assault me. At least your father gave me a decent fight before I smote him.
You are without honor, Porus, and your love for war is unseemly. My raiders will ravage your lands, and your own rivers will carry my reinforcements.
Defend Ambi, find and complete side objectives that can weaken the foe. Okay. Let's read the tech tree first. Archer and elephant serve. Stone mines last 30% longer. Villagers and fishing ship gather 15% faster from oysters. So faster gold income from fish. Stable units heal 25 HP units when no enemies are nearby. Nice. Lemboy cost 10% and receive +1 attacks. Okay. Patiyodha longbow. Sanya cavalry. Improve travel and full damage. Trade cards move 15% faster. They're lacking in infantry, but make up for it by having pretty decent range units, looks like. Archer and elephant serve. No thumb ring. They get cav archers. And they get elephants. Armored elephants. Looks kinda standard.
Shasanam Pratikshe.
Unique. Point blank that deals additional damage.
Arvashavatham Rajendra. Samshita.
Oh, I am playing as Porus. Okay.
Shunumi. Avastu Ramaraja.
Rajendra.
Kalomi.
Shasanam Pratiksha.
Atrabavam, Shasanam Pratiksha.
Atrabhavam.
Shinomi. Kalomi.
Karomi.
Rajendra. Ambi moans about honor, yet ravages these poor villages. Let all see my munificence. I shall rectify this senseless vandalism at my own cost.
Kanam Samdinam.
Shito. Yupadadami.
Shasanam Rama.
Shasanam Pratiksha. Paying bandits to fight your battles, Ambi. Let's see you get those soft hands dirty, you chinless cretin!
Samshita.
Havatu. Kalomi.
Rajendra. Shasanam Pratiksha.
Jam.
Shasanam Pratiksha.
Let's heal up the elephants.
Shasanam.
They are pretty expensive.
Karomi. Auravashava.
Jam. Kalomi. Kalomi. Shinomi. Halavashava. Jam.
Rajendra.
Samshita. Atrabavam.
Shasanam Pratiksha.
Atrabavam.
Atrabhavam.
Shinomi. Kalomi.
Avat. Rajendra Sayen. Samshita. Shasanam Pratiksha. Paravashanami. Atrabavam. Rajendra.
Rajendra. Kalomi. Harshani. Atrabavam. Kalomi. Harshani.
Shasanam Karomi. Janam. Samshita.
Shasanam Pratiksha. Samshita.
Rajendra.
Karomi. Shasanam Pratiksha.
Kalomi. Shinomi. Kalomi. Atrabavam.
Rajendra. Karomi.
Rajendra. Samshita. Atrabavam. Shasanam Pratiksha.
Shasanam Pratiksha. Shinomi. Kalomi.
Samshita. Karomi. Shasanam Pratiksha.
What's the going rate for a mercenary these days? I might have a business opportunity for you boys.
2,500. Oh boy.
Samshita. You let that little runt Ambi chain you up? Get up and get at him! Come out and meet me on the field, Ambi. Your ancestors would weep to see such cowardice.
I will not cease until my father is avenged and your dishonor punished.
You talk about honor from behind your high walls? Your father would be ashamed, you indolent, gutless, whimpering waste of skin!
Shanam Pratiksha. Auravashava. Rajen. Kashani.
I can just play full elephants.
Skander, son of fire, the eternal prince, witness my devotion. Give me the strength to raise the harbors of my enemies and staunch the flow of their marauders.
Auravashava. Karomi. Rajendra. Shirnomi. Kanami. Samrinami. Auravashava. Karomi. Shasanam Prati. Karomi. Atrabhavami. Karomi.
Kanami. Niszczojena. Karomi. Otra Kanami. Shasanam Pratiksha. Karomi.
Shirnomi. Atrabhavami.
Wise Lord Ganapati shows us that knowledge begets prosperity. I shall be patron of scholars and soldiers alike.
Rajendra. Shirnomi. Atrabhavami. Karomi.
I'm full pop.
Kanami. Samrinami.
Chito. Stu.
Aura Vashava. Karom.
How long have you boys been locked up here? Get back in the fight!
Your technology research villager work rate by 2%. Disables individually upgraded with encamp emplacements. I don't know what the fuck that is. Let's just get more resources.
Karomi. Shirnomi. Rajendra. Aura Vashava.
There's just so many units.
Atrabavami.
Crawl back to Takshila, you squalid pilferers! Any who try to plunder my kingdom will meet with death. Go back to snatching purses and loitering on highways.
Rajendra. Karomi. Karom. Karomi. Shirnomi. Karomi.
There are thousands more in Takshila who yearn to see your bulbous head on a pike. They loved my father, whose life you stole.
Rajendra. Karom. Atrabavami. Aura Vashava. Sunt și tu.
Oh, I don't have to micro them.
Atrabavami.
Army. Somebody in army.
Fine-looking horses. They're no elephants, but they'll do. That weasel has never-ending reserves of gormless peons to call upon. Forts. I want forts blocking their path.
These guys just died in an instant.
Samshita.
Let's start deleting some villages.
Chami. Samshika Romi.
Shasana Pratiksha.
Atrabavami.
Hello.
Auravashaba.
Atramrinami. Kalomi. Kalomi.
Auravashaba.
I mean, I guess they're constantly attacking, so that's good.
Rajendra.
Batam. Kalomi. Shirnomi. Halabashubha.
Shasanam Pratiksha.
Somebody in army. Shasana Pratiksha.
That's so much.
Atrabavami. Chami.
That's jam.
Rajendra. Auravashaba. Karomi. Kanami. Nischayena. Karomi.
Return to your marketplaces, loyal subjects. I require no thanks, no gifts. Very well, one gift.
Ragendra.
Palomi.
What do you do with a termite nest? You smoke it out!
Shito, Palavar Shubha.
If you had any honor, Ambi, you'd face me in battle instead of sending these feckless goons.
Atrabavami.
You should have saved those bricks. You'll need them to build a tomb big enough for your oversized corpse.
Oh-ho! Some brass from the boy! If only he could back it up with steel!
Will you play today as well, the tower defense? Nah, I'm finishing the campaign today. Maybe after that.
Your only talents are as an arsonist.
These mercenaries. The job's half finished, and already they want more pay.
That's fine.
Shasanam Samidhan.
Fine-looking horses. They're no elephants, but they'll do.
Shivnon. Ragendra. Shasanam Pratiksha.
Shito, Ragendra, Jasana Pratisha.
pity your people, Ambi. Serves to such a spineless ruler. How long after I slay you before they even notice you're gone?
I fill the libraries of Takshila with Vedic texts. I finance astrologers and grammarians and poets. You sponsor only cutthroats and brigands.
Cast off your shackles, pick up a weapon, and clatter these Takshilan reprobates! Samshita Rajen, Shasanam Pratikshe.
I think just full demos should do the job. Don't you get mercenary infantry and archers too? You can only make one at a time. Along with cabs and also pop cap. Yeah, I mean, nothing much you can do about that.
Huntsmen, the raiders that prey upon your towns are vanquished. Now, gather up your bows of tapered bamboo, and I shall lead you against the worm who ordered these attacks. Oh dear, oh dear. How will you ferry your ragged conscripts into my lands now? What host to?
Royal.
Chernobyl.
I guess they have some extra buffs and stuff.
These mercenaries barely finish putting on their armor before they're done for the day.
There is a king coming from the west, Porus. He rides a black horse that feeds on bronze and breathes out fire, whose men fight with spears that extend across rivers. Already, I have sent messengers to him.
Let him come! A man worth fighting. I was starting to think I'd never find another. Where are you, Ambi? Do you hide in shame? Or in fear? Fine-looking horses. They're no elephants, but
No,
they'll do.
we're gonna fight Alexander. Should be fun.
Pratikshe.
Your triumph will be short-lived, you intemperate warmonger! You have too many enemies. Either I, or the Cathaeans, or the Glausai, or the king from the west will finish you.
These are my lands, boy. Any foreign king who steps foot in them will end up flat beneath an elephant's foot.
That worked out.